Hello everybody, welcome back to another VOD review. This is GM. It's gonna be Torch. It's Torch time, baby. Another game, another Spider-Man to ruin my day. Usually I try to ego my way through the Spider-Man matchup unless I'm really getting pieced up. Here it started to get old, getting focused, so I stopped Moon Knight on defense. I swapped back Torch. The game slowly slides out of my hand. There were a few questionable times on defense where I flung myself into the middle of nowhere and got punished for it. And those I realized in real time, but I'm not sure what other things I need to work on. I will say my DPS ego wants to say I struggled because it felt like the whole enemy team is after me right now. Besides the tank pool. Okay. Is the key just to swap off Torch into a better matchup, or mayhaps my supports were not receiving proper. TLDR, unsure how to finish this game out of other miscellaneous other miscellaneous tips that I can't figure out myself. Author's note, Human Torch best DPS. Good stuff, Rob. Torch time. Oh, okay. No worries. The video will be there for you whenever you're ready. See you there. Let's get to it. Obviously, Torch is crazy. He's pretty good this season. He's fun. He's difficult. Spidey is a pain to deal with. Nice. Alright, so first things first, we have so much downtime. I don't like this. Torch, you have to, because of how his cooldowns work, we have to be getting the most value out of them, like, constantly. I would argue. Especially since now the support ult nerf, like the overall ult charge nerf, you don't have to worry as much about charging the enemy supports constantly. So, immediately, I would already be sending out right clicks here and making them uncomfortable in this position. The fact that we don't use any, and then by the time now you get back to here, all three of them would already be back and you're ready to go. So I'd keep out at it. Also, what's up, what's up, Hollow? What's up, Jake? I said hi to Churro, but hi again. Hi, Boo. Hi, Lord. Let's go. All right. How long is this cooldown, actually? 15? Okay. I like that you're flying a little bit low. I think that's good. Especially when you have a Spidey on the enemy team. Staying low. You know, I want to take aggressive position here. I don't like going in here. So... I mean, I guess maybe the idea was here to stay here. It's like, I mean, what's the benefit of this? You can throw these right clicks from out here and you're much more safe. Excuse me. So I'm not sure, like things like this going in the room when you don't need to are like small little improvements you can make. Unless your idea was, I'm going to throw 3 torch things here, and then the Luna's going to walk over, and then I'm going to, you know, F-slam and kill them. But then we leave? So I'm not sure what we really accomplished there. Oh, and then that's not really what you want. Get low, get low, get low, get low. Oh, no. Nice. Oh, that's just a death sentence. That's unfortunate. Okay. If there's anything we can do here. So I don't like that we spam all of our torch things here. All of our bonfires. And then we also use our E. I'm not a fan of that, but if it works, it works. Go for it. And we're just like not really getting very active. Like I'd prefer if you're down here. You can even be just slightly above so you could still try to get an angle on it. There's just no reason to like be up there right now. You just kind of make yourself a target for Spidey. Then we get down, but now it's too late and get hit with that and we're just dead. So let's say stay a little lower and like see there's no value to be gained. Oh, now it's going to be tough. Oh, nice. Just go press G. Just go press G. Oh, this is why we press G. Pressed. Oh, you killed him. Never mind. You're just goated. Wow. Oh, what? Don't type. Come on. Don't do that. No. Just take the W and like, you don't have to let them know. This is why people are just targeting you. Ay, ay, ay. Little flank torch. If you're gonna try something like this, something that I've noticed when I play torch is don't aim at the people for your right clicks. Because if you hit the person and they're jumping just like that, then the right click doesn't land on the floor and you don't get the puddle. And then so when you do the explosion, it doesn't actually kill. So my tip would be to not actually aim at the person. You want to aim kind of like where they're going to be. Like right here or right here. And you'll be way more consistent with it. It's like one of the most frustrating things of playing Torch is when you right click and it doesn't actually like, it hits somebody who's in the air or like it hits a tiny piece of a stair or something and it doesn't actually lay the bonfire down. Uh-oh, get out. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that was something. Like, I mean, yeah. We're just, I mean, there's two tanks that could have done stuff. Cloak could have faded. Luna could not stand there. What is this game? Hello? Okay, you guys have an advantage. So here I'm already like, please be aggressive. Good. No. No. Okay. So a lot of Torch is very much understanding the push and pull of the game and then taking advantage of that fact, right? So here we get a kill, right? The BP and the Spidey are both dead. So this is like go time. So in order to take advantage of that, what do? We throw down our bonfires and then we do a little area denial, but they had to give this up anyway just from the flow of the game. So we used 3 bonfires and the linkage, just like a lot of cooldowns to accomplish a goal that was already accomplished just by these 2 people already being dead. Right? So the better play here would be to recognize they're going to back up. They have to back up here. Anyway, so I'm going to fly through here or whatever you need to get there. Probably about here. And then I'm going to make them uncomfortable even back here and see if we can take our small advantage. You know, you take an inch and then you turn it into a mile. Right? I'd go over here. I'd pop one here. Pop one here. And then if they stay where they are, then pop another one here and then make sure they can't back up. If they keep backing up, then I would turn the corner and throw a 3rd one here and a 4th one here. And then you extend that space that you're able to take, right? Nice. I don't mind that. All right, so over here, let's see. I don't mind this F, and I understand that you want to be aggressive, but this is the difference between playing a tank and a DPS here, right? A tank, like if I'm playing, I don't know, Hulk, and I jump in this exact same spot, I use my bubble, I use both my claps, and I use my exile, so I have no cooldowns, right? Let's assume they're all on max cooldown. And I'm right here, but we killed a Luna. I know the DPS died. I know this is going on. I still can walk forward because I still have, you know, 800 health or whatever. 700 health left over. So here, because you're a DPS and you already used your cooldowns, this is where you have to respect it and just get out. Even if it's just a cloak, like, yeah. And then to layer that on top of it, the next thing we can also add into it is having a timer for, okay, the Spidey died and the BP died. It's been a while. The BP's probably not back, but he's almost back. But the Spider is certainly back because they come back really fast. So with those pieces of information, we could have prevented this death.
Back from the ashes. Us against the world.
Ooh. And then, yeah, to really hammer the point home, you pretty much never want to use your right clicks on anything aerial. Just for the same reason we mentioned. It doesn't do much damage. It's less likely to hit. And even if it does hit, it's not going to have the intended effect. Like, I would pretty much never use... Ace? Kill. Okay, please don't ult. So again, like, we use the E. And then, I don't know. Honestly, let's just go into practice range right now. 6 minutes. Let's go into practice range right now, and let's see if this is actually worth it. Because this will be good to know. We're going to see how long it takes to kill a Groot.
You play with fire, you're gonna get burned. They're ahead of us.
Where's Groot? Groot. Okay. So if we just do 3. That's the speed. Okay. All right, not bad. Now, is it any faster if we do 3 and we do the E in the same spot?
Let's cook some more.
I would not say that's significant enough to warrant using a 15-second cooldown. So I would just cut that out and instead shift your focus to whenever you use E, you want to maximize the coverage of area denial, right? So instead of saying you're going to take a bunch of damage if you walk into this, you're going to say this whole area is going to make people uncomfortable. And it's more useful for cutting off supports because this much damage to a tank, they're fine. It's actually not that big of a deal. That much damage to a support, they're dead. All right, so go back to where we were. So no more of that. We're not going to put all 3 torches and use our E. All 3 bonfires, I suppose. Or back to a little bit before this.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Low, get low, get low, get low. Nice. Ooh. Okay, here, this is something that's like, that comes with high level gameplay. Is doing multiple things at the same time. So right here, I understand that we're under attack by the Spidey, and you know, we're his #1 target. We're making it easy, so we're trying to get low. We're trying to stay behind cover. The really good players will do this and still be outputting damage, right? So the enemy Luna ult is now gone, and you still have now 2 bonfires, and you still have all your primary fires. So while you're realizing that Spider-Man's up here to my right, I'm still looking this way, and I'm still doing damage, and I'm still moving around and trying to use cover. And that is like, if you can see this skill when you watch high-level support players. They do this extremely well, where they're focused. Like if they're back here, or like, I don't know, over here, and they have somebody shooting on them from over here, but they know their tanks, if they lose sight of their tanks, they're going to die. And so they will simultaneously be juking the DPS players over here. They'll be moving around, dodging through cover, and still hitting shots. They'll be bouncing around and like keeping their uptime here while still doing that. We got to be able to do that, especially as Torch. Like, managing to constantly be doing damage and get stuff out is so much better. Constantly doing area denial. Yeah, we're just not getting the value we needed. It's like we froze up. Good stuff, Hollow. Nice. I'm actually shocked you guys lost that fight. You should have got that point. We're out in front. We're out in front. Careful. So, would you say you want to practice the jiggle text and all that while still hitting a moving bot? That's half of it. The other half, I actually haven't thought about like teaching this to somebody. Because that's half of it. Half of it is making you hard to hit while still hitting the enemy. The other half is the cognitive part of recognizing what is a threat, where is it coming from, and how to avoid it while still keeping the first half part, right? So, with the example that I gave, it's like, okay, if I'm over here and I'm being shot from over here and I still need to keep this here, like I really don't have too many options. I can scoop back into here and like being able to have that, I guess, like line of code running at the same time, right? Like, so you like multi-thread it. You have seek cover and stay safe at the same time as make yourself hard to hit and still hit the enemies, right? Those are two separate programs that are running at the same time. And I'll need to actually really think about how to like set up a practice drill or something to pay attention to do that. I posted announcements. That's what I do. What's up, cards? Welcome back, Churro. Or Rep, sorry. Okay. Oh. Nice. Nice. Good juke. I would call that a W. Good stuff. Now they don't have mag ult, and you have a cloak. Yay! Once again, now we use our area denial on an area that we already have control over. So a lot of this is now just reading how different people play in GM, right? Oh. Nice. Okay. These people are bad. Good. Okay, fair enough.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
All right, fair enough. I don't mind this. We're kind of slow playing it. We're playing behind our tanks, which is good.
He's killing that tree. We're going to stop him.
The way I like to make the prisons... is it prison or prism? Either way. The way I like to link the bonfires is I start at the feet of the tanks. I start here, and then I push it back to here. And so usually what you'll see is like most people who play this game, they don't like hearing the tick sounds of taking damage. If you throw a torch at a Magneto, if you throw a bonfire at the feet of a Magneto, and then his character starts going like and like you hear the t of like the fire damage, they'll like instinctively just kind of back up or move slightly and adjust to it. They'll do that like without thinking. So if you throw the first bonfire here, and now they back up a little bit, and then you turn the corner, and then you throw the second one here, and then hopefully you can get a third one here. If not, then you can double down in this area and get it like a little closer. But really the idea, again, is just like trying to cut off an area of space that you're actually going to use. Nice. Okay, good. Okay, back out. Nice. Stay low. Nice. Like to see it. Uh-oh. Get out. Oh, we're just dead. Yeah, you're missing a lot of uptime. Spend a lot of time looking around instead of feeling what's going on. I wonder if this would work. Go like this. Oh, yeah. I just want to try something. If we go into practice range, this might be the skill that I'm trying to work on.
Hurry up. I got a date in another dimension. I'm clocking some bad guys.
Let's see. If we do this,
4, 3, 2, 1.
the skill that I feel like we're lacking in is the ability to tell where people are without looking. So if I'm following this Luna, I know that there's 2 Lunas back into my left. Okay, now one's back into my right. Now okay, now I have 2 on my left. 2 on my left still. They're not quite behind me. Not quite behind me. Now there's one's in front. Now they're all kind of here. And like, I'm looking at the Luna in front of me, and this whole time I could be doing damage to her. But I'm also taking in information to see where the other people are and understand like what's going on around me. This becomes like increasingly important to keeping your uptime up. Because if I can, the whole time that I'm shooting one Luna, if I'm paying attention to where the other ones still are, then I can react to things like that. So that's the premise. Let's see if I can actually like put that into the game and like this previous fight. We were like here, I think. Spatial awareness of the enemy team without searching for them. Yeah, exactly. And like that is really going to increase your uptime. It's like we ult, they ult, and now we ult again here. And like, yes, I understand we don't want to do too much damage and give the enemy supports their ult for free, especially because we're not going to really kill anything. At the same time, it is valuable to get our ult and put pressure out and still make yourself feel like a threat. Yeah. This is good. Oh, but like walking forward here is really bad. And then this is something where it's like recognizing, okay, there's a BP in my backline. I heard him ult. Things are going wrong over there. So I'm going to keep shooting this way while I move. Now these people are out of sight. Now I'm going to look. Stuff like that.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Still, we should be shooting and holding the advance forward. Just get out now. All right, this would be a great time for your pressure to be really effective. Now, you directly shooting the Spidey or the BP, who's somewhere over here, I swear, isn't going to be as useful as you pressuring out the supports that are keeping him in there. So right here, you have a great vantage point. You have a snowflake. Nobody's shooting at you. I would throw one bonfire here, one there, and then maybe one like here. If you really want to go crazy, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'd light this up, and that's going to force these supports over here out of the way, or they're going to take enough damage to where somebody can get a pick and you can keep shooting at them. And if they go this way, now the BP and the Spidey become way easier to kill. Way easier. There you go. Look, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. We throw the bonfires here. Both supports back off. Granted, like they also backed off to heal, but now they can't push forward. They literally can't because you did this. Great. And now you just made a ton of space for your team. Good. Oh no. I'm gonna assume this is the one where you realized that. I cannot believe you got away with that. Holy. Bro, what? She just missed her snowball. She literally just missed her snowball. You're so lucky. I got excited about this. Alright, I'm thinking I'm gonna ult right now. Yeah. Oh. I don't even care. Good stuff. Okay, fly back. Ah, no! You can't isolate yourself as Torch. It doesn't matter. You guys lost that fight, but... Right now, there's no time. Uh-oh. Oh! Just stay low. Go. W key. So, when you're playing Torch, and when you're playing any character in this game, one of the important things to recognize is, like, there are good and bad matchups, right? There are good and bad matchups. Torch versus BP and versus Spidey, BP specifically, is it's an awkward matchup. Because your whole thing is area denial, and his whole thing is dash resets and like moving through an area incredibly quickly. So he doesn't stay in an area in order for you to deny him that. So you kind of, and then he can't really interact much with flying characters. Neither of you really should be reacting with each other, ideally. And so with that said, like, as much as it sucks for your supports, your character is going to get less value if you're trying to dissuade this BP, because it's not going to stop him anyway, and you're not going to be doing your job of pressuring back here. So I would not recommend you go after this. Spidey is a bad matchup in a different sense, whereas he, like, you can't really mess with him. He has the same thing as BP, where he moves through space so quickly that, like, you can't deny area from him. But where BP couldn't really do anything to you, Spidey can absolutely demolish you. So you have to make it difficult for him while still pressuring the supports and staying near them. Ay, I'm sorry. Sorry if you guys can hear this. We're on Moon Knight. Did you want the Moon Knight reviewed? All right, we can look at some Moon Knight gameplay. Let's see. I don't like that you're in front of your tank. I'm glad you back up, but you're getting to the rank where you will be punished for stuff like this. Like, being out in front of your tank for this long is not good. Here, you're fine. Your tank backs up. You have to see that. A good mag here will kill you. You're just dead. Like this. Great. No, don't drop. Okay. Tough. Spidey just dies. Yeah, so I think your big problem is just not understanding, like, why people move and where. And so you can kind of think about the Ankh as the same way as, like, Torch bonfires, right? They lost their Spidey, who's now playing Moon Knight. They lost a tank. Their BP is, you know, nowhere to be found. So you guys have, like, a massive advantage. Your tank is taking space and their tank is backing up. So all that tells you that these people are backing up. Where are they going to back up to? If you take that into account, if you're playing Moon Knight or you're playing Torch, or any character who has an area denial ability, so like even Invis here, right? If you're playing Invis here and you're like, I want to get some damage, I'm not going to throw it here. I'm going to throw it on this set of stairs or this set of stairs because they're backing up. This is where they're going to be. And you want to get the maximum amount of time. So here when we throw our Ankh, right? We kind of throw it in the direction of the cloak. Even if we hit it at her feet, she's going to walk out. And so we have half of the circle where we can affect it. So if you throw the Ankh here, now she either has to stay in the danger zone and push forward, or walk all the way through the Ankh and probably die, or switch to cloak form and use fade, something like that. You're going to force them to make more decisions. Don't do this. I mean, all right, fair enough. I take it back. You win. Good stuff. DPS diff. Let's go. Okay, we have our ult. Are we going to use it? Eh. That's fine. It's a Moon Knight ult. It is what it is. Hit the corner on accident? Okay. It'd be like that. Oh, whoa. Oh, thank you, Pika. Appreciate it. All right, let's just take account of what happened. Both of our tanks are dead. And we have one support ult already used. What does the enemy team have? They have a support ult going, and they're all alive. So this is do or die right here. And then we decide to use our ult, I guess, to kind of slow things down. I don't think we have a real target in mind. Eh. And it's Moon Knight, so I can never really like fully discount and say like this was a terrible ult. This wasn't like amazing. But now they have a huge ult advantage. Okay. I like this. You're really keeping the Iron Fist distracted. But now when you see this, you have 2 DPS on 1. And he starts blocking. This is where you need to look back to the front again. Where it's like, okay, Namor can deal with this. He's at full health. This guy has used all of his cooldowns. He already used his block. And then like there's other things going on. Like we just chase. And while we're doing that, we actually die because of it. Dang. Yay! Back to Torch. Torch time.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
This is a really difficult recontest from Torch. Okay, there's another another bad E. We're not gonna do this anymore. Oh, get the kill! Oh, let's go! No, let it go. Let it go! Let it go! He's already dead. No. Okay. Yeah, when you see this and like dead, 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 pretty much dead, dead. Just let it go. And no F. At least you got it over with quick, I guess.
Okay, how about we try this again?
Tactical respawn. All right. Call it what you want. Says a micro thing. In case anybody doesn't know, Iron Fist, whenever he goes for his block, it blocks in 360 degrees. It's not like a Captain America shield where it's just in the front. It's all around him. It also only lasts for like a second and a half. So when you see him go like that, just stop shooting. You give him less bonus health. And when you're playing Iron Fist and you go for a block and then all of a sudden you don't get the bonus health, it's like mentally you're like, oh shit, these people know how to play against Iron Fist. So don't underestimate the mental damage that does. I like the attempt. Oh. Bro, we're like half an inch too high. Yeah, there's no reason to die here. One of the hardest parts about playing Torch is trying to play low. And like that's what flyers need to do at high rank. Because if you stay high, you're just going to be a target. You're going to be harder for your supports to heal you, easier for the enemy team to hit you, which for most flyers isn't too big of a problem. But like it's really difficult as Torch because then you don't get the angle to actually hit your shots. But you have to do it and you have to find the value anyway. Once again, we're denying the area that we already have. Like this area is denied by Penny Nest. And so I don't mind this bonfire. I don't mind this bonfire. And then the last one should be like over here. Or like 4 if you can. Because now we extend our area of control from this out to here. And we start making these supports uncomfortable. And we make it really difficult for the mag to push in. We just like do the wrong direction. It doesn't do anything. Oh, you're dead. Ah.
I am ready to put on a show.
Yeah, so you shouldn't be looking for dive. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you... This is your... It's one of two things. It's your escape tool and your kill tool. They had a supportal and you have a supportal. So you're probably... It's very unlikely that you're going to kill with it. And you don't need to escape because you'll be in a supportal. Right? So in that specific scenario, there's no reason. Hey, good stuff. Let's go!
Only 60 seconds left.
Nice. Nice.
Get that vehicle moving again.
I like it. This is good. You're denying a huge area. And especially since the mag pushed up, now he has to like really keep going. He can't stop anymore. You forced him out. Now the Luna has to take damage. And look, she backs up. And now she's out of line of sight. And now she can't really do anything. And the mag almost dies purely because you positioned it well. Now he has to use his bubble defensively. He's already used his shield defensively. And Cloak has now used a bubble. And she's terrible, so she completely misses. That's so good. All from just like understanding what space that you're denying the enemy team. Careful. Alright, dude. Bro, what? I mean, that was just a good play by him. Yeah, I figured out you can cover the entire point on like a lot of maps as Torch. It's pretty disgusting. Please. Okay, I would not E. I would wait, because you guys have a ton of control. I'm even fine with that. Went for a play, it didn't work out. So this is another scenario where we're talking about you're trying to avoid the Iron Fist, but as you're avoiding the Iron Fist, you can still be spamming the mag, you can still be doing damage, stuff like that. Do the bonfires disappear if Torch dies? I believe so. I'm fairly positive on that. I could be wrong. Do we have any bonfires out? One's probably going to be gone. We already used that one. We'll keep an eye out next time. You guys lose this. Why did we not portal? Why did we not portal? We're the first to die? Did we not portal? John Torch! Portal! Please! And now you force your take to portal! No! Get out. No, get out! What's up, Dirt? Oh my gosh! The Moon Knight's terrible. Alright, so this is a no panic time. So right here, it's like, alright, I want to touch point, I want to do stuff. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a portal, 5, 6. They have 6 people and a portal. We have 2, 3, 4. So we have 4. So right here, I would stay up close and start doing some damage. Now they have a support ult. Let's see. They have a support ult, but we do get a kill. Oh, especially since your rocket came up here. I don't like taking this aggressive angle. I cannot believe you got that kill. So bad. Jeez, I got annihilated. Yeah. You gotta realize here, especially like after the rocket ult popped, you gotta go back out this way or like take your time. But really not portaling was like a really, really bad mistake. No, let's go! Too late, but that was sick. Oh no, back to Moon Knight. Oh. But I really haven't seen the Spider-Man mess with you too much. Bro, you have a Bucky. Like, so there's this concept in football that my coach always used to say, which is do your job. You do your job. If you're a outside linebacker, Your job is not to run to the inside and tackle the fullback coming through the middle. That's not your job. Your job is to hold the outside, right? The same concept applies here. You're Moon Knight. You have a Bucky. Like, Bucky's job is to keep the Spider-Man off the supports. The supports keep these people alive while keeping themselves alive, and then freeze the Spidey if he gets close. Your job as Moon Knight is to put a ton of pressure on these people and hopefully get a random pick, right? Get your ults, things like that. So, like, do your job. Oh, let it go. Let it go. Nice. Oh, I think the cart messed you up there. Hopefully it was the cart that messed you up. Ideally, you would want to put this back here, and that forces them forward. Nice. All right, you got 33 seconds to get an ult. Go get an ult. No, you got 33 seconds to get an ult. Okay, back out, back out, back out. Oh, dead. Dyer, get out. Definitely. Dude, that's so unfortunate. So, yeah, I mean, the big things here are understanding spatial awareness of the enemy team, understanding where the enemy understanding where the enemy team wants to go and denying that, and yeah, like understanding area denial with both Moon Knight and Torch is so insanely valuable. And then at the end is like doing your job, right? So even when we were playing Torch, it's like your job is not to contend with a BP or a Spidey. It's to put pressure on the front line, put pressure on the supports, and like force them to make bad plays, to feel pressured out. Like leave peeling to the Buckies, Mag, Luna, sometimes Penny, stuff like that. And then like processing multiple things at once, definitely, like Jiro said. That's what I would say. That's where you're gonna get the most value. And like that's not something I have figured out yet of how to teach somebody spatial awareness without looking. So I'll have to think on that. If you have any ideas, let me know. If chat, you guys have any ideas. I would recommend what I did so far, where you're in a practice game. Honestly, just being aware of it is something as well. But when you're in the practice range and you focus on one Luna, and then you have the two others moving around, and try to, in your head, keep track of like where they are. And then when you're playing a quick play game, try to do the same. Just try to be really conscious of it. Like, okay, these people are over here. I'm not going to look. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, but I'm going to try to keep track of it. And like, it's a skill that you have to build up. So anyway, that's it for this VOD review. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Have fun with Torch. God bless. Catch you guys next time. Bye.